There's going to be a lot of tension because choosing Marc Marquez means losing many fans who have a strong loyalty to Ducati. Jack Miller was emotional and even shed tears when he was told his MotoGP career was coming to an end. Let's dive into the details, so stick around till the end. Jack Miller recently revealed that he was deeply emotional earlier this year when he learned that his MotoGP career was hanging by a thread, admitting, "I cried when it seemed like all his opportunities had dried up." The Australian rider, known for his charismatic personality and fierce competitiveness, has been a mainstay in the MotoGP paddock since his debut in 2015. Fortunately, Miller will continue to race for an 11th season in 2025, this time with Pramac Yamaha. However, the journey to secure his place on the 2025 grid was far from straightforward. Heading into the summer break of this year, Miller's future was uncertain. KTM, his current team, decided to restructure their lineup, which left him without a seat. Initially, Miller was assured by KTM that he would be retained, potentially with Tech 3, and was advised to decline offers from other teams. But things took a dramatic turn when the Austrian manufacturer opted to bring in Maverick Vinales and Enea Bastianini, leaving Miller out in the cold. In a candid interview with MotoGP.com, Miller shared his thoughts on this tumultuous period, confessing that he was ready to move in another direction when it seemed like his MotoGP career might be over. Reflecting on the moment he was told there were no more seats available, he said, "To be honest, I'm fed up with the fact that everything is closed for next year." He admitted that the reality of his situation was heartbreaking. "I was basically told that all options were exhausted, and to be honest, I'd already started considering alternatives," Miller explained. "I'm not going to lie," I cried. "It wasn't the kind of crying where you're bawling your eyes out, but it was emotional because I've fought my whole life to get to this level. We're incredibly fortunate to be able to do this, and the thought of it all slipping away was overwhelming. I think that moment of vulnerability made me even hungrier and more determined." Over the summer, rumors swirled that Miller was preparing to pivot to World Superbikes, potentially with Ducati, where he had previously raced before moving up to the factory team. However, during the British GP weekend, Miller hinted to the media that a return to MotoGP could be on the cards, suggesting that a new opportunity with Pramac might arise during the Silverstone round. This would not be unfamiliar territory for Miller, who spent 3 seasons with Pramac Ducati from 2018 to 2020. Those years marked some of his most competitive, leading to his promotion to the Italian factory team in 2021. Throughout his time at Ducati, he rode alongside Francesco Pecco Bagnaia, who has since clinched 2 world championships. When asked about his toughest rival in the paddock over the years, Miller didn't hesitate. "I'd say Pecco was the toughest competitor I've had. He was the one who really took on the challenge. I've got to take my hat off to him. It's incredible what he's achieved." Miller's emotional journey, from the possibility of leaving MotoGP to securing a fresh start with Pramac Yamaha, underscores the highs and lows of the sport. It's a testament to his resilience, hunger and passion for racing, which have earned him a place among the fan favourites in the MotoGP community. Paolo Campinotti, the head of Pramac Racing, has openly expressed his disapproval of Ducati's decision to bring Marc Marquez into their official team for the 2025 MotoGP season. Marquez, who is currently with Honda, will be moving to Ducati's factory team next season, where he will race alongside current MotoGP champion Pecco Bagnaia. Initially, Ducati seemed to favour promoting Jorge Martin, who has been impressive with the Pramac satellite team. However, the situation shifted when Marquez made it clear that he was not interested in joining a satellite setup such as Pramac, and would only consider a seat on the factory team. Ducati ultimately decided to sign Marquez, a move that has sparked controversy within the MotoGP community. In an interview with Gazzetta, Campinotti did not hold back his disappointment over the decision. "They made a choice at Borgo Panigale that I personally do not agree with," he said. Referring to Ducati's headquarters, "I believe this will create tension in the factory garage next season. It's pointless to pretend otherwise." He elaborated further on the potential issues, saying, "We shouldn't sugarcoat the situation. The reality is that things will be quite tense." Ducati's decision has led to the departure of several individuals who hold a deep passion for the brand, including ourselves, Jorge Martin, who I feel truly deserved this opportunity, and Enea Bastianini. All of these sacrifices were made to accommodate just one rider. Ducati's choice to prioritize Marquez over Martin had significant repercussions. Martin, feeling overlooked, decided to switch to Aprilia for the 2025 season. This could prove to be a major blow for Ducati if Martin wins the MotoGP title this year, as he would carry the prestigious #1 plate to a rival manufacturer. Meanwhile, Bastianini, who was replaced by Marquez on the factory team, has secured a spot with Tech 3 KTM for next year. Furthermore, Pramac, Ducati's long-standing satellite team, will be ending its partnership with the Italian manufacturer after years of collaboration. Starting next season, Pramac will join forces with Yamaha, marking a new chapter for both teams. Reflecting on the end of their collaboration, Campinati remained gracious. "Ducati treated us with immense respect, like true gentlemen. There is no doubt about that," he acknowledged, emphasizing the professionalism and mutual respect that marked their final weeks together. This shift in the MotoGP landscape highlights the high-stakes decisions that teams must navigate, balancing talent, loyalty, and strategic interests. For Ducati, the gamble on Marquez represents a bold move, but only time will tell if it will pay off. Ducati's decision to bring Marc Marquez into their factory team for the 2025 MotoGP season has stirred up a lot of buzz. While Marquez is undoubtedly a world-class rider, this move has sparked concerns about team dynamics. Paolo Campinotti from Pramac Racing openly criticized the decision, highlighting that Ducati had to sacrifice Jorge Martin and Enea Bastianini to make room for Marquez. This could create tension within the team, potentially affecting overall performance next season. The move signals Ducati's aggressive ambitions, but it's a high-stakes gamble. Marquez's recent years have been marred by injuries, and it's uncertain how well he'll adapt to Ducati's bike. If he struggles to perform or fit in, this could backfire, especially after letting Martin go to Aprilia, where he'll arrive with high confidence following impressive seasons at Pramac. Meanwhile, Pramac's switch to Yamaha marks a new chapter that could benefit both sides. Yamaha has struggled to keep up in recent years, and with Jack Miller's experience and aggressive style, the partnership has potential. However, the success of this collaboration will depend on how well Yamaha can support Pramac technically, something Ducati did very well. These moves reflect the fierce competition and complex strategies in MotoGP. Ducati's bet on Marquez could pay off, but if Martin clinches the 2024 title and takes the #1 plate to Aprilia, it may prove to be a risky misstep. The 2025 season promises to be exciting, with these shifts potentially redefining the balance of power on the grid. Hey MotoGP fans, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest action.